So last weekend, my younger sister Katie asked if I wanted to borrow her favorite cozy sweater for my friend's bonfire. Since apparently my own closet is a wasteland of questionable fashion choices, I agreed, mostly because I thought wearing something that didn't have a coffee stain would be a nice change. She handed me this enormous, chunky knit thing that looked like it had been crafted by a grandma with a grudge against subtlety, but hey, it was warm, so who was I to complain? I promised to bring it back in pristine condition, because Katie is, and I quote, emotionally attached to her wardrobe. The bonfire was a blast, except for the fact that the sweater seemed to have a personal vendetta against open flames. Every time I leaned in to roast a marshmallow, the sleeves flopped around like I was trying to signal a passing ship. By the end of the night, the sweater had absorbed enough campfire smoke to be classified as a fire hazard, and at some point, I'm pretty sure a raccoon tried to nest in one of the sleeves. I finally trudged home, exhausted, and tossed the sweater onto my desk chair, vowing to Febreze it into submission before returning it. The next morning, disaster struck. My cat, Sir Reginald Fluffytail, must have decided that the sweater was the perfect new scratching post. By the time I caught him, he'd unraveled one arm completely, leaving a curly mass of yarn trailing behind him like he was auditioning for a feline Rapunzel remake. In a panic, I tried to fix it, but the more I tugged, the more it morphed. By lunchtime, what was once a sweater had become a tangled, half scarf, half yarn spaghetti monstrosity. To make matters worse, somehow the whole thing looked even more dramatic, like it was auditioning for a telenovela, one sleeve intact, the other a tragic cascade of artistic suffering. So when Katie returned and demanded her sweater back, I handed her what could only be described as a statement piece and braced for the inevitable explosion. She stared at it for a long moment, then finally said, "What did you do to it?" I just shrugged and replied, "I guess you could say your sweater went through a bit of a unraveling character arc. Now it's a real tearaway performance."